Welcome back. This is episode 3 of the MR2 project. A lot has happened in the last month. I got some things fixed up. Last episode, I know I told you that I would be doing a video on how I was going to design and install the water cooling system for the intercooler on this car. That really got delayed, and I got kind of pushed off the tracks on this one because of some other issues that happened. So I actually recorded a lot of footage in the past month, and all of it was kind of wasted because each step I took, another part of it was broken. The car hasn't even been running in this entire month. I've been focusing on little things. There's a small leak, the windshield is broken, some trim's bad, the steering wheel was kind of ugly. So I focused on some stuff that I could work on in the meantime, but I couldn't get the water system installed because the car's not running. So that's just a whole nother issue that I now finally have solved. But I do have enough footage right now for an entire episode to show you guys what I have done. So let's just roll that footage and I'll tell you what happened. I had to connect to the ECU using my laptop and get all the gauges and data from that. A 3 mega squirt in Tuner Studio ended up being a situation where it required me to do an update on it, and ended up flashing the ECU. And so I don't really know a lot about Mega Squirt. I'm knowing a lot more now because of the situation. I ended up flashing the ECU basically, and that ended up causing more issues than I had thought. So I reached out to some local car guys. Habibi Motorsports helped me out a little bit, and another guy named Jared. They both helped me out a lot with the software specifically. I was thinking it was maybe because I lost the original tune it wouldn't start, but I kept telling the crank signal was not showing up, so there's nothing for the computer to tell the engine to fire the coils and the spark plugs off of. So I ended up messaging the guy that I bought the MR2 from, asked him if he had the contact information of the guy that he got it from. And so he messaged him, and luckily he ended up reaching out to me. He was the man that actually made the car, built it with the Mega Squirt, put the turbo on it and everything. He ended up being really beyond smart, super helpful. So he actually spent 4 hours on the phone with me diagnosing the issue with this. But the daughter board, it's a small computer chip, wasn't outputting anything from it. So we're pretty strongly assuming that that is the issue that I was having. So what I'm going to do is, actually right now you can see the whole car is kind of slightly taken apart. That's because yesterday my team came by for doing this project. So we measured the water-air intercooler, the surface areas on the inside, and we're calculating theoretical data for the temperature output of the turbo. And I'm looking at anywhere about 350 degrees Fahrenheit at maximum boost. Now that's obviously not ideal, especially in the situation that it was running with that, because that's basically just a hot box and it's not allowing any heat to leave. It's almost worse than running no intercooler. So without that water running through it, it was doing nearly 200, 300 degree Fahrenheit intake temperatures when it was running at operating temperature under boost, which you can imagine is not ideal because even a normal engine, naturally aspirated, I mean, you're looking at intake temperatures, if you're sucking from the hood, 100, 120 degrees, but if you're sucking from cold air, it's outside temperature. So with that on it, how it was, that was really not ideal. So now that I possibly can get it to run, which I'm going to do right after this, and I cut this video, we're going to be able to actually take the real data from this using the intake air temperature sensor, multimeter temperature sensor, and the boost manifold absolute pressure basically, and be able to calculate everything from there. And I'll show you the benefit I get from it, because we will have to run tests with it without the water running through it still and see what we get, because I haven't been able to look at that data yet at all. And now I actually get to see what this engine's running at and also tune it a little bit better. So that's really exciting, and we're getting that the mechanical side of this figured out a lot better. But in the meantime, I'm doing some little things on this. I'm gonna cut out these rain covers. Oh, I'm also gonna do the valve cover gasket. But in the meantime, while that's off, I'll go ahead and paint the valve cover red, probably. That's about it for now. I'm gonna order the pump the water pump for the intercooler system, and show you guys all the math that we did to figure that out. But all in all, I'm pretty happy with what I've been able to get done in this past month. The good news is, as I'm taking this last clip of this video, I have the ECU back in my hands, hooked up to my computer and ready to tune. So in the next coming videos, I'm definitely gonna be getting that liquid intercooler going and get this thing ripping on the road. This is gonna be really exciting. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe and like to see the rest of these videos and keep up with this build. It's been a lot of fun so far, and it's gonna be a lot more fun in the future.